vlogs. This is the last term test of the semester. Best of luck, and remember, no unauthorized aids. Okay, begin.
Okay, got my pencils, got my erasers. I am ready to go. I am ready to ace this test. Let go. I see Bobby there. I wonder if I stare at the back of his head long enough if he'll look at me. Stare, stare. What am I doing? Focus. The square root of 69 is 8 something. Okay. Oh my god, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Oh, I can't do this anymore.
Matching. Ah yeah. What's up you guys? My name is Manali and welcome to the thought process. If the skit before made you feel a little bit nervous, then you, like me and many other students, have felt the very dreadful thing known as exam or test anxiety. Whether you're in university or high school or even middle school, exam anxiety is the worst dilemma that you could go through as a student. Okay, there's worse things, but still, it's the top 5. Well, why does exam anxiety occur? Well, if you don't already know, exam anxiety or anxiety in general was actually something that our ancestors have trained to do. This is known as the fight or flight system. Basically, when we're faced with a threat such as like a lion or something, our brain tells us to either flight or flee. But now in the modern age, I mean, there's no lions roaming around, at least not in North America. So why are we still really anxious? Well, it has to do with something known as a perceived threat. We perceive this exam or test to be a threat, so our brain goes ding ding ding, fight or flee, fight or flee. But of course we can't do that, so we sit there and let all these like hormones, these stress hormones build up. But I don't want to get too scientific in this video actually. I wanted to help you guys out by giving you some tips on how to get through exam anxiety and just get through the exam term in general. If you're in university, I mean, exams are coming up. It's gonna be here in April. Oh my god. Or if you're in high school, you have a test like every week it feels like. It's so much, man. Number 1, a friend of mine actually gave you this tip, and this was to take a piece of paper like 15 or 20 minutes before your exam, divide it up in 2, and on one side write down all the things you're anxious about, like I won't do well on this test because I didn't study well enough. If I don't do well on this test, I'm a horrible person and I'm just gonna fail at life and blah blah blah, and you know, just every single thought that's making you feel really anxious. On the other side of that paper, write like a null hypothesis. If you don't know what that is, that's basically to say the opposite or negate what you just wrote down. The next one is a bit hard and I actually have trouble doing it myself. In fact, when I had exams and tests last week, I didn't do this. I should have, but this is to stop studying an hour before your exam. It's not gonna do anything. 60 minutes isn't enough to learn the whole Pythagorean theorem. Okay, that's a bit easy, but it's not enough to learn linear algebra or whatever. You know what you know, and what you don't know, you don't know. At the end of the day, your memory is your memory. Short-term memory only lasts for 5 to 10 minutes. So instead, take those 60 minutes to do tip number 3, and that is go for a brisk walk, maybe like half an hour before your exam. Why do I say this? Well, when you're stressed out, actually, you have a buildup of a hormone known as cortisol. This is a stress hormone. This happens when you're working out as well. But when you're working out, your cortisol levels are balanced because you are expelling that when you sweat and stuff. When you're studying, you're just sitting in one place. You're not really doing anything, so the cortisol is building up as your stress increases. And I've actually heard this coming from a prof, and that is before going into the exam room, go for a brisk walk. This will help you expel some of that cortisol, and hopefully even if it's a nice day, you'll have some like nice birds and trees to look at, and it'll hopefully decrease your stress levels. But go for a light walk, a brisk walk. Don't go for like an hour marathon or something like that. You don't want the stress of being late to your exam, okay? Number 4, you can start reducing your anxiety by studying smart from the beginning. The best techniques are starting a week in advance, studying in small intervals of, let's say, 30 to 35 minutes with 5 to 10 minute breaks. Not the opposite, with a 5 to 10 minute study period and a 30 to 35 minute break. I know some of y'all do it, I do it too, it happens. You go on Facebook and you're just there and you're just scrolling and next thing you know, you're stalking people that you don't even know. You're looking at marriage pictures and you're just like, okay, see, this is what happens. This is what happens to your brain when you take that 30 to 35 minute break. So 30 to 35 minutes of studying, put your electronics away, get all the supplies you need, and just, start reviewing. And number 5, dude, have your essentials ready. Eat, sleep, relax. You need to sleep in order for long-term memory to be consolidated in your brain. Eat your veggies and your fruits. Vegetables and fruits are known to help reduce stress. And finally, relax. Give your time to talk to your friends, hang out with your friends. Give your time to practice your hobbies, read a good book. If you keep your brain active with stuff that you like to do, that helps your brain be enriched, then automatically you'll want to study. And finally, like I said, term test anxiety can be a really difficult thing to deal with. And your mark does not determine your self-worth. But if you feel like there's an underlying condition to why you're having this anxiety, my number 1 tip is to seek out help. Talk to a healthcare professional to seek out how they can help enrich your lifestyle. If you don't know what exactly you're studying, talk to professors or teachers, talk to teaching assistants. They can really help you understand the information. And finally, find a good support group such as your friends or your classmates. It can really help to have a good support system at school to help you succeed. That's all for me. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe because I'm gonna make a new video next Sunday and it'd be cool to see you there. Comment below, let me know which tip was your favorite and one that you would like to incorporate. You could also check out my social media links. Share it with your friends. Exams are coming up. Hopefully this will help not only you out but them out as well. And of course, give it a thumbs up, Just help a sister out. My name is Manali. This has been The Thought Process. Stay thoughtful and best of luck for all your upcoming exams or tests. Bye!
Alors, on danse. Alors, on danse.